I'm so proud of you guys. I've gotten so many requests to do this horn. We have another horn today that is easy to craft early, arguably the easiest, gives you solid, consistent damage, is rarity 11, and can be custom augmented. Let's take a look at the stats and songs for the Sforzando. We start off with a pretty meh 1092 attack, which will later be bolstered significantly in a variety of ways. A very generous chunk of white sharpness to carry us through hunts. 0% affinity at base. A hidden paralysis status that sits at 360 when it's woke. And a pretty nice gift of 2 level 1 gem slots, which comes in handy. The song set is one and the same with one of my favorite horns, Mhw Iceborne. Attack up L is one of the many ways we can fill this thing with steroid-induced rage. Health boost L is one of my least used songs of all probably, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. Wind pressure negated is straightforward and can be used in a decent number of encounters. Defense up L is one of those songs that have their use, but it's surely not one of the songs you need 100% uptime like you do with self-improvement and attack up L. Impact Echo Wave comes in to bring a little more stun, flinches, and knockbacks to the hunt. Max Stamina plus Recovery gets more use from me in group settings, and I usually only use it between transitions to new areas during the hunt or prior to first engaging. Let's take a listen to the soundtrack. It makes me feel like I'm in a really happy-go-lucky pub in a fantasy setting in Ireland, and I love every second of it. So right off the top, I have to say my favorite thing about this horn is that you can play it in different ways. You can go elementless with this one to go even heavier on the raw damage alongside attack up L. But that's not all you can do to boost up that attack. This also has a very easily reachable purple sharpness with 3 levels of handicraft. Oh, you said you're tired of chasing damage? Then wake up the hidden paralysis and have yourself a pretty solid paralysis horn. Throw on some paralyzed attack and go meme with it, or wake up the status and go for damage too. The paralysis on it isn't super duper high, but I did notice the paralysis proccing fast enough to satisfy my needs. To be upfront, this isn't a horn that I still consistently use in Endgame, but it surely can and did provide great usage throughout the story. I don't really take it into the guiding lands, but I surely don't mind coming back to it when I'm doing investigations. Another reason I don't break it out too much is because I'm not really a huge fan of paralysis in general. If I'm going for status, paralysis would probably be the last one I pick. I can't lie though, every time I paralyze Diablos, I shed a tear of happiness because I truly find fighting it annoying, especially when Black Diablos joins the fray and skyrockets the annoyance level. But going outside of status, we have extremely solid damage from this all around. In the gameplay, I went ahead and woke up the status, but in my personal use, I go the elementless route. This isn't the acidic glavenus horn, but it's surely going to impress you for the amount of work you have to do to make it. I bounced around with plenty of builds for this one. I used the Master's Touch and Artisan route to play with some crit status. I went heavy on damage with the Master's Touch, Brute Tigris Chest, and Garuga Leg combo. The set I would use the most with this horn is definitely the Master's Touch combo with the Brute Tigris Chest and Garuga Legs. Combining that set with Purple Sharpness will get you some very solid numbers with this horn. Should you craft this horn? I would say yes. It's not an emphatic yes, but why wouldn't you? Chances are you literally have every material you need to right now and don't even know it. That's how easy it is. It takes a ding as far as repeated use, because everyone's favorite rasping ballad is pretty much a direct upgrade of it, and the song set this horn has doesn't include anything substantial enough to have you consistently use it more. That's gonna be it, guys. I'm gonna take a tiny interlude with the horn reviews and bring to the table the top 5 horns I use personally, so stay tuned for that. Comment below what horn you think I should review next and what your thoughts are on the Sforzando. Subscribe if you haven't already for more Iceborne and hunting horn content. Have a good night and happy hunting.